Here, you just... No, sir, come away.
I wish Christmas, mate.
You've done battledore and shuttlecock's a very good game when you ain't the shuttlecock and two lawyers the battledore. In which case it gets too exciting. Come away, sir. If you want to ease your mind by blowing somebody up, come in the courtyard and blow me up. It's rather too expensive work to be carried on here.
I have never...
Brandy and water. Warm, sir. Very good thing for ruffled feelings, that, sir.
Thank you, Sam. Sam.
Sir.
That stout gentleman in the corner with the shawls and the pipe. He appears to be taking a very great deal of interest in us.
Well, blessed if I can tell for all the smoke he's a-making. Never seen such a regular chimney.
He's coming over.
Why, Sammy! 'Tis Sammyville, ain't it?
I wouldn't have believed it. It's the old un. How are you, my ancient?
Why, Sammy, I haven't seen you for 2 years and better.
No more you have, old codger. How's mother-in-law?
Oh, why, I tell you what, Sammy, there never was a nicer woman as a widow than that here second wenture of mine. All I can say on her now is it's a great pity she ever changed her condition. She don't act as a wife, Sammy.
Don't she, though?
No. Take example by your father, my boy, and be very careful of widows all your life. Begging your pardon, sir, I hope you haven't got a widow, son.
Not I, Mr. Weller.
This is Mr. Pickwick, father, as I serve now.
I hope you got no fault to find with Sammy, sir.
None whatever.
I took a great deal of pains with his education, sir. Let him run the streets when he was very young and shift for himself. It's the only way to make a boy sharp, sir.
And not a very sure one neither. I got regular done the other day.
No.
I did, by a canting Methodist sort of chap in Mulberries that vepped all the time he was having me on. Then I meet him and his precious master again.
Hold on a minute, Sammy. Had a master, did he?
Said he was. I reckon they was hand in glove together.
Now, would this here master chap be tall and slim with long hair and the gift of the gab where he galloping?
Yeah, that's right.
And the t'other, a black-haired chap in mulberry livery with a very large head.
Have you seen them, Mr. Weller?
I know where they are this very minute. I drove them to Ipswich day afore yesterday.
No.
Fact, sir.
You're quite certain it was them, Governor?
Quite, Sammy, quite. For their appearance is very singular. And more than that, as they sat in front, right behind the box, I heard them laughing and saying how they'd done old fireworks. Old fireworks, sir. By which I've no doubt they meant you, sir.
I'll follow them immediately.
Well, I shall work down to Ipswich day after tomorrow, sir. So if you really mean to go, you better go with me.
I write to my friends at Bury and tell them to meet me there. Thank you, Mr. Weller.
Good day to you, sir. And you, Sammyville. I'll see you on the Ipswich coach.
Bye, Governor. Now, we better be getting on our way, sir. Which way is it?
Gray's Inn, Sam. Mr. Perker's offices.
Top floor, is it, sir? Looks all closed up.
We are certainly later than I intended to be. Knock, will you, Sam?
Oh, no answer, sir. I reckon they've all retired from business for the night.
This is very unfortunate. I know I shan't get one wink of sleep tonight unless I get the satisfaction of reflecting that I have confided this matter to a professional man.
There's an old woman coming up the stairs, so perhaps you'll know where we can find somebody. Hello, old lady. Where's Mr. Perker's people?
Mr. Perker's people's gone, and I'm going to do the office out.
Are you Mr. Perker's servant?
I'm Mr. Perker's laundress.
It's a curious circumstance, Sam, that they call the old women in these inns laundresses. I wonder what that's for.
'Cause they has a mortal aversion to washing anything, I suppose, sir.
I shouldn't wonder. Do you know where I can find Mr. Perker, my good woman?
No, I don't. He's out of town now.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Where's his clerk? Do you know?
Yes, I know where he is, but he won't thank me for telling you.
I have very particular business with him.
Oh, there's no point in you meeting him now. He's a great one for the brandy and water, is young Mr. Loughton.
I see.
Won't it do in the morning?
No, it won't. Tomorrow morning I set off for Ipswich on business that won't wait.
Then your business with Mr. Perkham will have to wait, won't it?
Oh, dear me, sir. What is to be done?
The only thing to do is leave Mr. Perker a note telling him where we shall be. Do you think you could conveniently manage that, old lady?
Maybe.
And with that, Mr. Pickwick had to be content. It was time now to seek out Jingle and exact revenge for all the wrongs that he had sustained at his hand. The appellation Old Fireworks, though not positively vile or atrocious, had been the feather which had turned the scale.
In Part 3 of Charles Dickens's The Pickwick Papers, dramatised by Barry Campbell and Constance Cox, the part of Mr. Pickwick was played by Freddie Jones. Mrs. Bardell, Elizabeth Spriggs, Sam Weller, Douglas Livingstone, Mr. Snodgrass, Stephen Thorne, Mr. Winkle, Philip Bond, Mr. Tupman, Michael Graham Cox, Mr. Wardle, Jack May, Job Trotter, Tim Wilton, Tony Weller, John Hollis, Dodson and Fogg, John Gabriel.